quick video for you. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Today I was in a local paper shop and I found that as a product I've been monitoring for some time that was a little too pricey for me was now half price. And today, we're having a look at the... Bless you! Today we're having a look at the IQOS Originals Duo Heated Tobacco Kit, which was running in at £40, so you might say that's quite reasonable. £40 before, but at £20 half price, I thought that, yeah, that's definitely worth a look in. Those who've seen my previous video on the mobile phone and how that packed up will have seen me mentioning how nice the charger was. Yeah, that's failed. So I was in the market for a charger, so this made this product even more attractive. Apparently, the charger's worth having, if only for that. And it's included. You get the charger, you get 2 packets of tobacco, and the heated tobacco doobry that everything goes in. Yeah, let's cut to it. Let's turn the camera around and let's just unpack her. Yeah. So first of all, we've got attractive packaging. Not sure how this sits with the UK legislation about packaging being a little bit boring. They all have to be boring these days. No art allowed. But there it is. Looks like a mobile phone, doesn't it, in so many senses. Lots of this wonderful plastic packaging. I don't agree with plastic packaging over everything. I really think it's unnecessary. Could achieve the same end with a couple of strips of sellotape, but there we go. That's that out of the way. Into the burn pile. Right, what have we got? 2 packets of cigarettes apparently in here. Heated tobacco cigarettes. I'm not a stupid man, but here we go. Nice welcome pack. Apparently if you register it online, they're really very good as a company supporting their product. And if it breaks, they're nice to deal with. Meet the Heets. Various products available from your local supplier, no doubt. And we've got 2 packets of tobacco, nothing particularly interesting there. And go to the side there. Let's see, what else do we get? Woo. Come on, baby, focus. It's not focusing. Samsung, you've got to love it. When it works really, really well. When it doesn't, it's a pain. Okay, now to get into this one. Again, is that a paper tab? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't have to get aggressive with these things, you know. Oh, there, it is a paper tab. There we go. That's it. Okay, that's straightforward enough. I'm not wasting the environment with too much there. This is embossed. You can see that's kind of nice, that is. And there's the device itself. Is this the charger? Oh no, that's the charger. Oh, I say, that's rather nice, isn't it? You know, this is not your typical pound shop death adapter quality. What's that? That is a... Look at that, USB out. I have a cable that will sort that out somewhere. It's kind of useful. Okay, what else do we have in here? There's a... Oh, lovely. Oh, now the cable itself is worth a tenner. Look at that. That's nice. That's... Oh, look at that. That's USB to USB. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This is, again, rather than tape, it's wrapped up with cardboard. So if you've got a solid wood stove or something that burns paper, you can go ahead and chuck that on the fire. Okay, so back in the room. And now I've taken the time to charge the device. There are 2 batteries in this pack. There's the battery in this, the cigarette holder, for want of a better term, and there's the battery in this, which charges the cigarette holder's puny little battery, and you can store it in there when it's in your pocket. That should be good, because otherwise this tiny thing might well go astray in your bag or your capacious pockets. Comes with this cleany device thingamy. It's plastic, and it's you can apparently you use this to come on, focus, come on. There we go. Comes with this thing. It's lets you clean out the device to clean out bits of tobacco, I'm guessing. And there is also a pack of single-use swabby things that you can use to give it a deeper clean as required. These things can also be used to clean out the USB ports on the charger if you ever take it out, or on the charger itself, or one assumes on your phone if you're, where's it gone? Yeah, if your phone has USB-C or something like that. So that's kind of good. The charger itself is rated at 2 amps, which is kind of nice. 2 amps or 2 amps, which is nice. And as I say, this would normally cost you quite a bit. That's worth £10 quality wise, although it is Chinese made. You can feel the quality in that. The whole package comes from I think it's just get this right, it is Phillip Morris Limited, of course, and they're the people behind Marlboro, or Marlboro are the people behind Phillip Morris, amongst other well-known brands. Some of the most popular tobacco products in the world. So when you do register, if you decide to buy one of these and register it, I don't suppose you're giving your details to any fly-by-night company, are you? They've been here for a while and no doubt here for many years to come. Now, there's a lot to like about these sort of packages. For example, you might like the fact that it's got a little loop on here, which means you can put the cleaner on your keychain if you're so inclined. There's no place to put the other tinier swabs, but a lot of people carry Q-tips, things like that in their pocket anyway, and that will suffice to clean out ports if they really get bunked up with tissue or tobacco, who knows. The device apparently is only for use with tobacco, so those who have aspirations to use other tobacco products don't, basically. Otherwise, obviously your warranty won't be covered. Comes with a 12-month warranty. We're talking to, I'm guessing, lithium batteries here. When it comes to lithium, you've got to be a little careful. You can't just leave this in your car on a hot car park on a sunny day. Don't be doing that, because like all lithium products, when they get too hot, the battery swells and it can catch fire. So there is that inherent risk, but I think we've all learned to get used to that anyway, because every phone's got a lithium battery in, hasn't it? The device, apparently that's good for 2 electronic heated cigarettes, and that can be charged by this device, which is good for what, 10 charges. It would remain to be seen how well that does in practice. It doesn't offer any cost saving, it's just heated tobacco as an alternative to vaping, or as an alternative to traditional just lighting it up. But it is a nice tidy device. It's got a good weight on it. Now, whether that's battery or whether that's a lump of steel has softened the case to just give it a feel of quality, you know, heavy means quality to a lot of people, I don't know. I might have it apart at some point. It is free of seams, so I assume it pulls apart somehow. But yeah, that might make another video. But got a little toy to play with. This one, for those who are interested, it is a capacity of 2,700 milliamp hours battery in here, so or 9.855 watt hours. I haven't worked that one out. It's just a sticker on the side here. So if it's wrong, don't come shouting at me. Yeah. So I shall wander away and give this a shot. Get the missus to give this a shot and see how it compares to the standard Marlborough products. Catch you in a bit. So, back in the room. So, some thoughts. When it comes down to value, as a non-smoker, I don't really care because it's not particularly good value for the actual tobacco product. Because when it comes to the actual tobacco product, you get a what looks like a half cigarette, not even half cigarette, and you plug it into the device and warm it up and puff away. Now, it doesn't have an awful lot of tobacco in it, and it shows. Have I picked the wrong one? Probably have. Should be a space. There we go. Get the thing out. Play with it. We thought we'd try the mild one first. You get this half cigarette sort of looking thing, and the idea is it's half cigarette and half filter. Except it's not a cigarette. Far from it. A cigarette, anyone who's taken one apart, has burnable material which accelerates and maintains the burn, and a little bit of tobacco, and it's all geared towards the flavour, of course, and keeping things burning from tip to filter. That's just fine. This is not that. You get inside the device as a wee heating element, which you might be able to pick up there. It's board mounted, and I think you've got to be quite careful with this. The reason I say this is the device itself, it has this cap, and the idea is you can see the cap's got a slit in it, and you push the cap down over the device, hopefully clear the board and don't damage the board, and then you slot in your cigarette tip. At the end of the smoke, at the end of the use, you pull off this tip, which pulls away the charred remains and cleans the element in the process. If you don't do that, you end up having to tap the thing out on the table, and that can only end badly. Now, when you look down at what's actually in the filter, so if you just pull this thing straight out the device, what you find is the burnt tobacco remains in the device itself, and then you can have a look at it. And the sensation when you smoke a regular cigarette, you get flavour, don't you? When you smoke one of these, it's rather like smoking a cigarette that hasn't properly lit, or one that's fallen in a puddle. That's the best way I can describe it. Or when you're standing at a bus stop and you catch the whiff of somebody else's cigarette through a rainy day, that's the sensation it gets. You can get the nicotine buzz from it, but no, not really the flavour. You certainly get more flavour from vape or just regular smoking. Now I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what you get in the average heated tobacco cigarette. See? This is what you get in your average heated tobacco cigarette. Now, as you can see, with my hand and my fingernail for scale, not an awful lot. That's not even tobacco. I would venture that is nicotine and some flavouring infused wood sticks, something like that. Certainly no actual tobacco in there, and that would account for the lack of flavour. It's another that sad thing. So if I was going to give them any feedback at all, if I was going to give the developers any feedback at all, I'd say that the electronics, the gubbins that make up the bulk of the device, great stuff. But the actual consumables need work. You need to actually put some tobacco in it. That would probably help. Something longer, something more. Maybe make the whole device fatter so it can take more tobacco. At least it'd have a flavour then. Because this is just sucking on a damp stick in the rain. That's the flavour you get. Maybe the menthol will be better. We'll try that later. One to consign to history, I think. But as regards value, I think it's great value. The device has a great charger, which is worth a tenner in my money anyway, and the cable itself, that's worth another tenner for a quality cable. It it is backed up by a large company. I just wish, knowing what they know about how to deliver a good product, that they maybe thought a little more about the flavour. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you do, have a great day. See you soon.